The crimson blade hissed through the dusty air of Geonosis, carving molten lines through battle droids as Anakin Skywalker pressed forward. His mechanical hand, still new, still strange, gripped his lightsaber with determination born of pain. Beside him, Obi-Wan deflected blaster fire with practiced ease, their movements synchronized like a deadly dance they'd performed countless times before. "Master, on your left!" Anakin called out, force pushing a squad of super battle droids into twisted scrap. The battle was winding down, the remaining Separatist forces retreating into their ships. Count Dooku had escaped, leaving behind the bitter taste of defeat despite their technical victory. As the dust settled over the arena's blood-stained sand, Anakin flexed his new mechanical fingers, feeling the weight of what had transpired. His first true taste of war, the loss of his arm, and something else, a shift in the Force itself. Later, in the tranquil meditation chambers of the Jedi Temple, the Council convened an extraordinary session. The holographic forms of those still deployed flickered alongside the physical presence of masters who'd returned. Yoda sat in contemplation, his gimmer stick resting across his knees, while Mace Windu stood near the great windows overlooking Coruscant's endless cityscape. Troubling, this war's beginning is. Lost much we have already. Lose more we cannot afford. Division among ourselves, most dangerous of all it would be. You speak of young Skywalker. I do. Fought bravely he has, saved Obi-Wan's life, lost his arm in service to the Republic. Yet suspicious of him many of you remain. Feel it in the Force, I do. This suspicion, like poison, it spreads. His emotions run deep, Master Yoda. His attachment to Senator Amidala. His humanity, you mean. Forgive me, Masters, but I've trained Anakin for 10 years. Yes, he struggles with attachment, with emotion, but isn't that precisely why he needs our guidance, not our suspicion? The chamber fell silent. Through the great windows, speeders traced lines of light against the darkening sky. Finally, Yoda tapped his stick against the floor 3 times, an ancient gesture calling for formal decision. The Chosen One the prophecy speaks of. Bring balance to the Force he will, but balance through trust or balance through betrayal. Choose now we must, which path we set him upon. You're suggesting we formally acknowledge him as the Chosen One? Embrace the prophecy fully? More than that, protect him we must, guide him, stand behind him when darkness calls, not push him toward it with our doubt. The vote was called. One by one, the Masters cast their decision. When the last voice fell silent, the choice was unanimous, perhaps the first unanimous decision the Council had reached in decades. Then it's decided. Anakin Skywalker will receive the full support of this Council. No longer will he walk alone. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you're enjoying this content so far, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch these videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. We thank you all for your continued support. The Clone Wars raged across the galaxy like wildfire, consuming entire systems in its wake. But in the heart of the Republic, something unprecedented was taking shape. Anakin found himself not just tolerated by the Jedi Council, but actively mentored by its most powerful members. In the Temple's combat training halls, Mace Windu circled the young knight like a patient predator. Your anger, it's not your enemy, Anakin. The Sith would have you believe you must either suppress it or be consumed by it. Both are lies. Anakin's blue blade met Windu's purple one in a cascade of sparks. Then what's the truth, Master? The truth is Vapad. Channel your passion into purpose. Let your emotions fuel your focus, not cloud it. Feel the darkness, acknowledge it, but choose the light with every strike. Their blades danced, and for the first time, Anakin felt his inner turmoil becoming strength rather than weakness. Between sessions, Master Yoda would find him in the gardens, teaching him meditation techniques that didn't deny his visions, but helped him understand them. One evening, as Coruscant's sun painted the sky in shades of amber, "See Padme in danger, you do. Hide this from us. Why?" Master, attachments are forbidden. I thought, forbidden attachment is, but love? Love the Force itself is. Possess another you cannot, but care for them? 900 years old I am. Think love I have not seen? That love I do not understand? The weight that had pressed on Anakin's chest for years suddenly lifted. Master Yoda, Padme and I, we're married, you are. Known for some time, I have. Spoken with Obi-Wan about it, you should. That conversation with Obi-Wan took place in their shared quarters after a particularly grueling campaign on the Outer Rim. Anakin had prepared for anger, for disappointment, for lectures about the code. Instead, Obi-Wan simply sighed and poured them both tea. I know, Anakin. I've known since Geonosis. The way you looked at her when you thought you were about to die. I'd have to be blind not to see it. Why didn't you say anything? Because I wanted you to trust me enough to tell me yourself. And because I remember what it's like to love someone. Satine. The code asks us to be compassionate, yet denies us the most human expression of compassion. I won't betray your secret, Anakin, but please, be careful. If you ever need guidance, you come to me first, not Palpatine. The Chancellor? What does he have to do with? He's been grooming you. Anakin, we all see it. He fills your head with praise, tells you you're better than the Jedi, that we're holding you back. Classic manipulation tactics. He's been kind to me. Kindness with ulterior motives is not kindness at all. The Council has decided to help you see this for yourself. Master Windu will be accompanying you to your next meeting with the Chancellor. That meeting was illuminating. Palpatine's grandfatherly demeanor shifted subtly when Mace Windu entered behind Anakin, though his smile never wavered. Master Windu, what an unexpected pleasure. Chancellor, I hope you don't mind. The Council feels it's important for Anakin to have proper support during these trying times. Throughout the meeting, Anakin watched with new eyes as Palpatine attempted his usual tactics, the subtle undermining of the Jedi, the implications that Anakin was special, different, better. But with Windu there, offering counterpoints and context, the manipulation became transparent. As they left the Chancellor's office, you see it now, don't you? He's been playing me. But why? That is what we need to find out. The war continued its bloody progression, but a year later, everything changed when Ahsoka Tano was accused of bombing the Jedi Temple. In the Council chambers, the evidence was presented, seemingly damning, but this time, the Council's response was different. The other Masters followed suit, reaching out with the Force, feeling beyond the surface of evidence and accusation. Anakin stood beside his Padawan, his mechanical hand on her shoulder, a gesture of support that would have once been criticized. I know what this looks like, but Ahsoka would never. We know. The Force tells us a different story than this evidence. Someone has gone to great lengths to frame Padawan Tano. You believe me? Believe in you, we do. Stand with you, we will. Find the truth, together we must. The investigation that followed was thorough and unified. When Barriss Offee was revealed as the true bomber, her capture was swift and decisive. You stood by me, even when everything pointed to my guilt. That's what family does. Not one master corrected his use of the word. A Jedi Knight, you have proven yourself to be. Ahsoka Tano, by the will of the Council, confer upon you the rank of Knight, we do. Months passed, and the siege of Mandalore called for the Republic's attention. This time, Ahsoka went as a full Jedi Knight, with Anakin's blessing and a contingent of the 501st Legion. Before she departed, she pulled Anakin aside in the hangar bay. Master, there's something you should know. I've been in contact with Maul. He's terrified of something, someone he calls his master. He says this person has been planning something involving you specifically. Did he say who? Someone called Darth Sidious. He claims this Sith Lord has been manipulating the entire war, playing both sides. Anakin, he says Sidious has been grooming you to be his new apprentice. Instead of dismissing this as he might have before, Anakin immediately brought the intelligence to the Council. The pieces were falling into place. Palpatine's interest in him, the convenience of his emergency powers, the way the war seemed to strengthen his position regardless of victory or defeat. Investigate this quietly, we must. If the Chancellor he is, then in grave danger the Republic stands. The visions came to Anakin in waves, Padme dying in childbirth, her life force fading as she brought new life into the world. He stood before the assembled council, Obi-Wan at his side, and shared everything. These visions, similar to those of your mother they are? Yes, Master, and those came true because I couldn't save her in time. Then save Padme we will. Master Che, our best healers, they'll attend to Senator Amidala personally, and discreetly relocate her we can. Safe houses, the Republic has. Protected she will be. Bail Organa was brought into their conference, his loyalty to both the Republic and Padme making him the perfect ally. I can arrange for her to stay on Alderaan. My wife and I will ensure her safety. You would do this? Padme is my friend, and if the Chancellor truly is the Sith Lord, then she's in danger simply by association with you. The plan was set in motion carefully, subtly. Padme was moved under the pretense of a diplomatic mission, though she remained in contact with Anakin through secure channels. Palpatine, focused on his machinations, didn't realize his leverage had been quietly removed. The confrontation came sooner than anticipated. Palpatine, perhaps sensing the walls closing in, made his move. He called Anakin to his office alone, claiming to have urgent intelligence about the Separatist leadership. Anakin, my boy, I'm afraid I have difficult news. I've discovered the location of General Grievous, but I fear the Jedi Council will not act swiftly enough. Anakin's hand subtly activated the recording device Mace Windu had given him. Why wouldn't they act on intelligence about Grievous? Because, my dear boy, the Jedi Council has been compromised. They seek to prolong this war for their own power. That's a serious accusation, Chancellor. It's more than an accusation. It's the truth that I've hidden for too long. The Jedi are not what they seem, Anakin. They fear your power because they know you could expose their corruption. My power? Yes, you're more powerful than any Jedi, Anakin. More powerful than Master Yoda himself. But they'll never acknowledge it. They'll never give you the recognition you deserve. Not like I would. What are you saying, Chancellor? Palpatine smiled, but it was no longer grandfatherly. It was predatory. I'm saying, my young friend, that there are paths to power the Jedi would consider unnatural. You're a Sith Lord. I am Darth Sidious, and I can save Padme from certain death. I can give you the power to save her yourself. All you need to do is embrace the dark side. You're the one who's been manipulating everything. The war, the Council's distrust, all of it. It was you. Brilliant, isn't it? And now, young Skywalker, you will either join me or die. And know this, if you refuse me, Padme will die. I have foreseen it. You're wrong. The Jedi already know about you. They're protecting Padme, and they're coming. You told them? You fool! You've doomed the galaxy to stagnation under the Jedi's rule. No, I've chosen to trust those who trust me. The door burst open. Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, and Yoda entered, lightsabers ignited. Behind them, Kit Fisto and Saesee Tiin flanked the exits. In the name of the Galactic Senate, you're under arrest, Chancellor. Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? The Senate will decide your fate. I am the Senate! Lightning erupted from his fingertips, but this time, Anakin was ready. His blade intercepted the lightning meant for Mace Windu, the energy crackling and dissipating against the plasma blade. Obi-Wan moved to flank Sidious, while Yoda raised his small hand, absorbing the next barrage of Force lightning. Failed your manipulation has. Alone, young Skywalker is not. The battle that followed shook the very foundations of the Senate building. Sidious's red blade, produced from his sleeve with practiced ease, met the assembled blue, green, and purple blades in a dance of death. But where before he might have turned Jedi against each other, sowed doubt and fear, now he faced unity. You think you've won? The dark side is eternal. Another will rise. Perhaps, but they won't find me waiting for them. The lightning came one last time, a desperate, hateful attack aimed at Anakin's heart, but Yoda stepped forward, caught it, and turned it back on its creator. Not to kill, but to incapacitate. Sidious collapsed, unconscious, but alive. Survived he has. Stand trial he will. Justice, not vengeance, the Jedi way is. The revelation of Palpatine's true identity sent shockwaves through the Republic. The Senate, freed from his manipulative influence, scrambled to establish new leadership. Without Order 66, the clone troopers remained loyal defenders of the Republic, rather than becoming its executioners. Padme gave birth to twins on Alderaan, surrounded by the best medical care the Jedi could provide. Anakin held Luke and Leia for the first time not in secret shame, but with Obi-Wan and Ahsoka by his side, sharing in his joy. They're beautiful. They'll grow up in a different galaxy, a better one, thanks to all of you. The room held his family, for that's what they were, regardless of blood or code. Standing on the temple's highest spire weeks later, Anakin watched the sun set over Coruscant. The war was ending. The Separatists crumbled without Sidious to coordinate their movements. Beside him, Master Yoda stood in comfortable silence. Balance. Brought it you have. Not through darkness, but through trust. Proud of you we all are. I couldn't have done it alone, Master. No, alone none of us are. The greatest lesson, that is. One the Jedi forgot, but remembered in time we did. As the first stars appeared in the darkening sky, Anakin felt something he'd never truly experienced before. Peace. The Chosen One had brought balance to the Force not through falling to darkness, but through being caught by those who chose to believe in him. In the distance, the Senate dome gleamed with renewed purpose. Bail Organa and Mon Mothma were leading the Reformation, with Padme as a key advisor despite her need for extended recovery. The Republic would be different, stronger, more just. The prophecy had spoken of one who would bring balance. It had never said he would do it alone. As Coruscant's billions of lights began to twinkle like terrestrial stars, Master and Knight stood together, no longer divided by doubt or fear, but united in the truth that had saved them all. Sometimes the greatest power isn't in standing alone against the darkness, but in having the wisdom to accept the hands reaching out to pull you back into the light. The Force sang with balance, with possibility, with hope. And in that moment, the fate of the galaxy had been forever changed by a single simple choice, the choice to believe. If you enjoyed this journey into the shadows of what might have been, remember to hit that subscribe button and join us for more explorations of the infinite possibilities within that galaxy far, far away. May the Force be with you, always.